Morning, Mo.
Yeah. Hi,
How,
morning to you.
how
And
are you?
yeah, good evening to me. I'm good,
Yeah,
very well. So, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Good.
perfect, perfect. Okay, so uh, we begin first with the indicator. So, I'm quite sure that you already saw all the training and you already implement it by yourself. And I believe you,
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't have any trouble. I was watching some of those. Some of those guys didn't even know how to use
yeah.
trading view and stuff, but I've got all that part down. Yeah.
Okay, this means easy to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we go down. Uh, a bit on you have a good understanding, right, about the risk between the Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and mini S&P as well, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it's it will be much more faster than that. All right, so
Yeah.
I will share my screen for the money management.
Oh, okay. Great.
I think we start with that one first because this is from your request, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was curious to, because it's not 350, but it's, small, and I could put more money, but I think I'd rather, take less risk to begin with and build it up.
Yeah, then it should be okay because the risk is based on your position size. You can put 800 or 1000 or 500 or 300, but
Mm-hmm.
still you have to start with one lot position size. Okay, so you see my screen for Excel file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in this there's a two money management that I always implement because I'm using the account from the broker and futures. So every traders have two account, the main account and the sub account. So I try not to mix everything in one place. Even though you see in my video, I mix everything, mix like different kind of market, Dow Jones and together with the Nasdaq. But
Oh, you trade each market in a different sub account?
yeah, normally I practice that. Only recently in that video I show you everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for this is how I do start my capital from 300 and raise up to, yeah, normally into 2000 plus, then I stop. Same goes for the Nasdaq as well. Start with 300 and then up to 2000 plus. But this one and also the mixed account as well, you saw in my live recorded video, which I summarize daily. Okay, so for ES, for example, if I go to the ES market and I want to trade the 10 minutes time frame, so or 5 minute time frame, so because I'm scalping, so I would say, okay, 300, the least I will go for the one lot position size, and I will go with one lot position size until I reach the profit, the total net profit of 130, which is my last value of account value is 430 US dollar. Okay, with that, then I allow myself to increase my position size into two.
Mm-hmm.
Or then I keep continuing because my trading strategy, which is the indicator, sorry, my trading setup, which is the indicator, and my trading strategy, which is the US session. So I will keep using the same discipline, which is I make it a constant parameter, make it a constant, which is my setup, my strategy, and my session is a constant. So now my variable is only the position size. Yeah, so
Gotcha. Uh-huh.
the risk I'm taking. So this is much more easier for me to control the outcome of the result. Okay, then once I reach this two lot position size, which is at that moment my account is 430, then I may increase it into two lot position size. So this is more on the, sorry, this is more on the MES, the micro, because if you are using the ES, it's impossible for you to do trading with one lot with a capital of 300. Okay, so
Right.
same for this one. This one is MNQ. Okay, then same goes to the next step when I want to increase my position size once the account reach 690 or about that, or maybe sometimes 700, 710, still I'm using it as a two lot position size in my trading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so because okay, this 260 came from the original factor which I decided 130 times 2, so 260. So that means once I reach 260 net in profit with these 2 lot position size, then I can increase myself into 3 lot position size. Okay, it will be very slow money capital increase, but it will be faster, and at the moment when you reach around 2000 or 100 1800, then it will be much more faster on that onwards, as long
Yeah,
you
because like
make
for
it.
example, if I have 850 in there now, I would start with 3.
No, I would suggest you start with ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that
And
means
just pretend you have
you
300.
just change this one into 800.
Oh,
Okay,
gotcha.
then that means until 930. That means you keep maintaining your profit with 130 net with 1 lot position size. Then you increase your position into 2. So let's say you start with 1000. The same thing, you must start with the 1 lot position size. That's even better because with this you can slowly have a good confidence, because sometimes the first trade we took when we deposit the money is sometimes is the lucky one or the worst one. So
Right.
yeah, okay, this is
And
quite
so
quite quite
would
common.
NQ would YM be the same as NQ since the value size is the same?
Yes, I will suggest it's almost the same, but
Mm-hmm.
it can be in between 250 or 130. Okay, the reason I choose P factor, that means my profit factor, as 130. Let's say I'm trading the MES. The worst MES from the strategy or from the setup, the worst MES risk we have is mostly majority of the time is about 10 points. Okay, which is
Mm-hmm.
10 points around 50 US dollar for 1 lot position size. So that means I am allowing myself to have a losses of 2 before I burn everything. If let's say I start with 300. Sorry. Okay, so that's why I come up with 130, or you may use it to 150. That means 3 times you in a row your trades is a losses, is a loser. So
Mm-hmm.
3 times in row is about 150, assuming that each trade have a risk of 10 points.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so this one is up to me or up to you how you decide it, because for me
Mm-hmm.
is if I cannot maintain this 130 in a row, then this means something wrong, or maybe I'm maintaining it in the wrong direction, which is on the losses. Something wrong with the setup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for Nasdaq, I prefer to have a larger profit factor, which means 250, because the market is more volatile, and one big move, and the market move in more points compared to the S&P. So that's why I'm choosing 250, something like that.
Okay,
So
cool.
it took a longer time for MNQ to reach to this level, but because of the volatility of the market, you have more opportunity every day. So
Mm.
time frame selection for this category, you can choose 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay, the reason is 5 minutes. Let's say you are a good scalper. That means you want to be in the market as quick as possible, and you want to exit and ignore the market as quick as possible. Let's say my suggestion always 10 a.m. onwards. Once try to avoid the 9:30 New York time market chaos. So with 10 a.m. onwards, let's say you are targeting to have to be in the market about 45 minutes or 30 minutes. So time frame 5 minutes would be a good option for you. So you saw the signal come out, you enter the market, and you're done. Okay, the profit target activity is the same like in my other training video, which is you can draw a Fibonacci level. 161.8% is more confirm or more
Mm-hmm.
100% sure, and 200% is the extension, or another 261.8% is the extension as well. But if you are a bit conservative, try to go for 161.8%, and you do a back test, for example, then you can see maybe, okay, the winning rate is very high. So I'm quite sure if I drew a bigger amount on this same kind of a strategy and setup, so I have more tendency to have a winning. So the
Mhm.
game here is to win, because negative count in this game. So we try to win as much as possible. So you might end up with sometimes 100%. Let's say in 30 trading days, sometimes it's 100%, but sometimes it's about 82% or 85%.
Okay. And you like if you're trading multiple lots, do you put them all at the 1618 or do you ever take some profit off with one and leave the others or
So for if I go for Dow Jones, I will exit at once normally. Just normally I use the function of liquidate all or just exit all position. And for Nasdaq, I prefer to have a staggered exit.
staggered?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and like 168 of 1.8% and 200%, something like that. Because Nasdaq 100 price movement, if you can see, it moved down and it move up and down in the same candlestick very many times. So which is psychologically you might end up exit opposition in the negative territory or instead of the positive territory. So just to be careful on Nasdaq price movement comparing to the Dow
Yeah, I
Jones,
mean,
more
right now
stable.
I'm just paying for two screens.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna do ES and YM, I think, to start, to stay away from crazy
Yep.
Nasdaq.
Okay. Yep. Nasdaq has more risk because of the movement of the price. But if you can conquer it with Nasdaq, you can increase your capitalize your equity much more easier. Uh,
Hmm.
okay, because you may see my video for Nasdaq from Monday onwards because I'm taking up one challenge from anonymous traders to trade Nasdaq for 10 days and to see how far can I go with Nasdaq
Gotcha.
only. Yep. So you can watch as well how much the risk I'm taking, and I will be using the time frame 5 minutes for Nasdaq.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you email me this spreadsheet?
Yeah, sure, sure. So
Okay.
please do keep in mind, try to make a back test. So it will be 100% accurate because my indicator here already included the back test. So this means whatever happened in the back test is the reality of whatever happened at that moment. So you may see, okay, you can practice yourself. Okay, 10 a.m. is my suitable time. I have free time, and then I go into the market. 30 minutes I can go out, something like that. So you know yourself, you know your risk, you know where to in the market.
Yeah.
Okay, so your preference for time frame is 5 or 10 or maybe
I
15.
was well, I've only had it, one day and I had it on 10 minutes.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. The one you mentioned to me that you managed to secure a profit, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to talk to you about Friday, those back-to-back
Mm-hmm.
signals. And,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been loser
Right.
right into a winner, but I was lucky I didn't take the short, but I just didn't see it. It's the only reason. So
You didn't take a shot for ES or
either one, they both have a short at
yeah, I think
like
yeah,
10.
for Dow Jones the ES for Dow Jones the short sell is not it's not fill. Yeah, it's not fill. And then it go for the long position.
Oh yeah, you're right. But the
Yeah, the
ES
short is not
was
fill,
at
but the ES
1140
was yeah,
by a tick or two. Yeah.
it's a small tick. Let me check. It's time frame tense.
Yeah, one tick. It went past. It hit to the tick.
Yeah, a few ticks. Okay, then in this case I will make my exit, but then I will go for the second one because at one time only one signal can survive. So in this case, let's say this signal haven't appeared, you hit your
Hmm.
stop, so don't reverse it to the upwards. Okay, let's say this signal didn't appear, you have a one short sell signal and it hit your stop loss. You just admit it, you have a lost trading day, and then maybe you can close or find another entry. But let's say this one hit the stop loss, and you have this entry, so you can do enter, because at one time only one position can survive in the market. So that means the sell one already burned, and you have the buy signal entering it. So
On the same, it's on the same bar you would have been stopped out on, actually.
yes,
Yeah.
about that, about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that means and when the short fail, then you have a buy signal. So now is the buy conquering the market. So just move on and follow the
So
trend.
you would have taken that short had you been sitting there. I mean, you don't
Yeah,
ever try to filter out the signals or anything.
I try not to
Yeah,
because I try to make
because
my
make it
simple.
systematic.
Yep. Because try to fix everything. Only my position size is the. I didn't share my screen right.
No, I'm still seeing the spreadsheet.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I repeat back again. So in this case, you have made a losses with the short over here. This is your stop loss.
Yeah,
Only
like
if, let's say, for example, you don't have buy signal, only sell signal appeared, you hit the stop loss, you must admit the losses and move on. Find the next entry or wait for the next entry, or close your trading day on that day. But let's
mm-hmm.
say in this case, you have a two signal, which is a short signal, hit the stop loss, then you have another signal to go for a buy. So you better counter it. You may allow to counter the market and move with the trend, because at one time only one position should be available active. For this case,
Mm,
the buy is still active until the on. The sell is no longer active.
right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see any signals Friday in the room, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was waiting. I was waiting in between this time. But then I saw this and that got counter, then yeah, too late already. So I just leave it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And for, because I haven't shared the screen just now with the Nasdaq, sorry, Dow Jones. So for Dow Jones, it didn't hit the entry. So you have it's quite similar with the ES. You have this first signal, and then you have the second signal. The first signal didn't fill, just a few ticks. I think just 1 point, but then you enter the market with the buy long, then you are in the market. It's the kind of
Yeah, that's the one I got.
yeah. So how much you take for this one?
Oh 04. I just erased my fib. I forget what it was.
You did drew the Fibo level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes it goes way further, but
Yeah.
you just have
Because
to.
for me, yeah, personally, I don't know where the market will be even further, or try to reverse back later on. Just I'm using the Fibo to fix things. 161.8% is the fixed level, fixed and confirm level. 200% is the extension. If I'm a bit greedy, I will no longer go beyond that one. Try not to. Maybe there's opportunity, but yeah, I can
Yeah,
get it
yeah. I
another
was
day.
I was happy. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Especially
yeah,
being on a Friday.
yeah.
Cool, cool. I think that's basically it. I mean, as far as my questions,
Yeah.
I'll just
Only
keep.
if you are busy, you can choose time frame 15 minutes, but time frame 15 minutes in terms of the winning date, you may have higher compared to the 5 and also the 10 minutes. But 15 minutes, sometimes you have none at all, even though the market move quite big, but you might have none, because sometimes the entry is far earlier, the pre-US session, and also
Do,
at the end of the trading
do
session.
you keep switching the time during the day, looking for
I
different?
only switching my time frame when I am trading at the London session and Asia session, which is
Okay,
yeah, I'm only
so
switching
in
it to
US
30
you leave
minutes,
it on what 10,
10 to 5, 10 or 5. I
10 or 5.
prefer sometimes if I want to quit, I do 5. That means I in the market. I think for
If I want to
example,
quit, if you need to go somewhere, you do 5.
no. Just sometimes we have a good feeling we are synchronized with the market. We think the market go okay. Sometimes it just we sometimes like ourselves in the market. You feel
Yeah,
that way, but sometimes okay, it doesn't feel right. Something's not right. The market is choppy. Too many candle, like week here, week there, and so I might have a losses. So yeah, so I just try to fix things and see it. Okay, 5 minutes. I go in. For example, on this one, 10:30. This is the best time. So I just need 30 minutes to wait in the market and then just exit. I have a lot of opportunity to exit. So this is much more easier. So this is
Yeah, so you got the
every
signal a
day.
lot earlier than like almost noon.
Yeah. Okay. So just how you take the strategy of a US session. So 10 minutes you
Yeah.
have more time, but 5 minutes maybe you have to stick around for a while, hit and run, then done.
Okay, yeah, I'll play around with that because it
Yeah.
depends. You know, some days I can be here all day and I've got it set up to hit my phone, so I don't have to actually sit here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, now that we're mostly working from home anyway,
Oh, that's
with
great. Are you still
the
under the
virus.
virus?
Yeah,
Oh,
gosh.
okay.
Um,
For my side, we already end up everything
uh-huh.
few months ago. Yeah.
You did what?
There's no lockdown anymore. Three
Oh,
months
yeah.
already. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have lockdown, but we probably should, you
Mm-hmm.
know. We have like limited capacities in restaurants and stuff like that. But other than
I
that,
see. Yeah.
yeah, you
Hope
can
for a
pretty
better
much,
future. Yeah.
yeah.
But sometimes
Uh,
the virus also is quite good because the market is very volatile.
hmm
It creates more opportunity actually.
Yeah, so I'll probably just stick with these two, and then
Mm-hmm.
when I get to the second or third level, maybe I'll think about upping my subscription, and so I can
Mm-hmm.
trade three, But
What do you mean
uh,
three? You mean the screen with the
no,
trading
yeah,
view?
like because if you pay for just the lower
Oh
level,
yeah,
you can only see two screens at a time.
yeah, two screen, but you can still open another chart layout.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, for example, another tab. If I'm not mistaken, you can try it one. Open another tab. You have another layout here. Then load it. So you have two,
Oh, and
three.
you could put Nasdaq on that and
Yeah,
cheat it, kind
yeah.
of.
So that's mean you have a four chart, something like that.
Oh, cool. So I can
Yeah.
put. Do you trade anything else besides those three? Not
Russell, but Russell, I think since June I haven't touched it because I more fall in love with the Dow Jones and Nasdaq.
well, and Russell's got much lower volume.
Yes, yes, and also the my broker, the M futures increase the, I think, the margin as well for Russell
Hmm
only. So yeah, I prefer to stick with the Dow Jones, which is more safer. It's like the ES, but it's more points. 1 point is $5, but Dow Jones moving more points, so that means there's more opportunity in Dow Jones compared to the ES. The S is a bit small. Psychologically, myself will expect more and more points of price movement. Then this sometimes it can be a wrong judgment as well. So that's
hmm
why I trade more on the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq because of more points, which is I know myself as a trader, not a greedy, but I love to have more points in the profit sheet, something like that.
hmm
Yeah, just
Okay. Well,
myself only.
well, thank you, Mo. I think probably what I'll do is since they're the same price, I'll just keep the indicator because I can trade all the markets
Yes, correct.
and cancel the room, just because I'm getting the same signals anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know how
Understood
to
that.
do that. Do I do that in PayPal or do you do that?
I will check for this one. And make sure that the Telegram will not go to your
Next time
spam.
it
Yeah,
renews, yeah.
yeah, for the renewal, and the renewal of this indicator will be on an invoice. This means I will have to send you invoice. So you have to talk to me. How is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, sure.
This indicator brings you bad luck or something on? Then I try to figure out something I can have or not. Then yeah, that's the
Okay.
point. Yep, that's the point.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect. Well,
yeah,
if I have any other questions, I'll certainly just shoot them to you.
yeah. Just
But
good advice is spend some time to take a look back. So make sure you know your own preference, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So 5 minutes is like a quick one. So you make some table to see how the rate winning rate is. Let's say sometimes you can reduce your expectation on the market. Like to fix everything, you open the chart at 10, you wait something, you already have the background of it. So you have the confidence of your background, which is the back test. And then, yeah, just open it, then you wait, you trigger it. It's much more easier, and you are more less stressful in your trading. That's just my point of view, maybe like to share.
No, yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you could email me the spreadsheet, that would be awesome. I could keep up with it.
Sure, no problem. Yeah.
All right.
So, do you have anything else to?
No, I think that's it, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good Sunday night.
Yeah. Of course. I'm recording this video, so I will later upload it in YouTube or Facebook. Would you happy to be in it, or you want me to keep it private?
Yeah, that's fine. You can put it in there.
Okay, sure. So I will send you the link. So anytime you want to revisit or rewatch it, you can do so.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
We keep in touch for any question, and thank you for your time.
All right, Mo. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.